Hi, and welcome to Two Tired Teachers.
We're coming at you from Preston Bend COE Campground on Lake Texoma.
And the actual town that this is near is called Pottsboro, but Lake Texoma is huge, and if you're interested in coming to this area, this is just one of many parks that are on the lake. And we have a video about Eisenhower State Park because it is also on the lake.
And they're not only in Texas, but also COE parks in Oklahoma.
And so let's talk about this park, and then we'll talk about some of the things surrounding it. This is a small park. We're going to show you video, and some of it's going to be duplicates of the area because pretty
It's small. Only 30 sites?
Something like that. But right now there is no attendance, so it's all reservations. It's done online. Sites 1 through, I believe, 8 are water only, if what we saw is correct.
They're gorgeous sites, though.
A few of them will accommodate smaller RVs, but some of them it's just straightforward. You're right there, and it's wonderful. Others you're going to be going down a bit. They're down near the lake, etc.
Yes.
But they're kind of secluded, really pretty sites. Site 10 appears to be a group site. So sites 11 through 15 are large enough to accommodate small to even medium-sized RVs. Some of them, you need to check that out, the length beforehand. And we are parked on a concrete slab.
Yes.
We did have to go across gravel to get here, no big deal. But I want you to know, if you're not comfortable backing for a distance, these sites may not be best for you. There's kind of a little parking area or a wider area up there, and that's where, once we found out this was our site, we came from there and then backed. And I did back a 90-degree turn, and we're backing downhill. And it was, had this been, my first year, I would not have been comfortable with this site. I would have been nervous, upset, and it would have been not fun. If you're comfortable backing, you won't have any trouble, but you need to understand all 5 of these sites. Now 11, you're fine. But the rest of them, you may have a bit of a challenge to back into it.
She has mad backing skills. She had no problem, but it was a hard turn to get down here.
And then just keep coming down. And anyway, it's a gorgeous site. We love it. We absolutely love it. But we don't want you to come unaware. Yeah. And so some people do not like backing. And so we wouldn't want you to plan to be here and then be disappointed in that. Then the rest of the ones over on that other kind of little peninsula there, and it's a very, just turn a corner and there you are. It's more like what you would think of as a traditional RV
But the
setup.
next, how many are 10?
Oh, yes, we forgot about that. So this is 15. So I believe it's, 11, 12, 13, and 14, 15. Yeah, so 16 through 19. 16 through 19 are water and electric. But folks, I'm going to tell you they're tent only. Now, could a conversion van park there?
Yes.
Yeah. But they're small parking spots.
There was a tent.
No, it's in 12, 13, 14. It's in site 14. The tent trailer is in site 14. But those up there, I mean, there's one of the picnic table covers that has a hard, dent in it where someone, I'm sure, tried to back a trailer, etc. So be aware when it says those are like 20-foot sites, that's it. And you don't have an extra parking spot.
No.
There is some parking at a restroom, but you're going to have a little bit of a hike to go back and forth. So, but then that other loop for, I guess, 20 through, there may be more than 30 sites. There may be 15 or so.
20 through the rest of them.
Through the rest of them are what you would think of as traditional RV sites. They're closer together. You're in everybody's, you can see each other.
Some of them are pull-through.
There are a few.
That's better for you.
Okay, so Lake Texoma is gorgeous, and folks,
it's huge.
We left enough room here at the back of our pad so we could just sit here and watch, look at the lake in the evening. Oh, one other thing about this pad, folks. This is the only time we have ever gotten ants in our RV.
Yes.
And it's concrete. We didn't think about treating for ants. We saw there were a few around. We saw them when we first saw them getting in. We have stuff with us. We put 7 dust around on the outside. We had some spray we use on the inside. We're still finding 1 or 2, but be aware. They're here. And even if you're parked on concrete, you might want to...
We don't know what kind they are, but they're ants, and you don't want them to take over your trailer.
Yeah. Okay, Lake Texoma. This is a huge lake, and it's a gorgeous lake, and we did not carry our camera with us. We have some viewers
subscribers
who invited us to come up and meet them and go out on their boat fishing, and they were staying in Oklahoma. But we had a ball. So,
thank you, Peggy and Mike.
Yes, and excellent guides. I'll tell you that we just had an amazing time. We had
so much fun.
And did a variety of fishing, and we just had fun. We had a lot of fun with them, and it was great. But fishing on Lake Texoma.
Ah, yes.
The exception, let's start with the exception, is Eisenhower State Park in Texas. If you're at a Texas state park and you're fishing from the shore, you do not need a fishing license. Yeah, shore or the pier, yeah. If you get into the water, boat, kayak, whatever.
Canoe, yes.
You need a fishing license.
Yes.
Lake Texoma.
You have to have a Texoma fishing license.
And that is because we're at a Corps of Engineer park, we needed the Texoma fishing license to fish from the pier here because we're fishing on Lake Texoma. Yes. So anywhere on Lake Texoma, whether you're on the shore, whether you're on the lake, except for Eisenhower State Park, you need a Texoma fishing endorsement. And what that is you pay $12 for the year. And that endorsement
in 2023
that endorsement can be purchased in Texas or in Oklahoma.
Yes, they're the same.
Because the lake is essentially the state line goes down the middle. And while we were on the boat, we saw bald eagles.
Yes.
And I said, I've never seen a bald eagle in Texas. And Mike said, you still haven't, you're in Oklahoma. But anyway, it was really a lot of fun. And so fishing is one of the big things to do here. And you will need to get the Texoma fishing license if that's what you're interested in. On this little peninsula we're on right now, the tackle box is the only place that you can actually go in and buy one. If you buy it online or you call, there's a $5 fee and they will mail it to you. They're going to send you an email so you'll have proof with you. But if you know you're coming to this area, you might want to check ahead and see where you can purchase that Texoma endorsement. It may be anywhere that sells fishing license. I don't know, but I just know that here, that was the only place. That was the only place. So, the lake, just because this is May, right now it's really calm. When we were out on it, it was perfect. It was overcast, so it wasn't hot. It was perfect weather. But it is a huge lake, and the wind shifts, and it can get, so if you're out in watercraft, just be weather aware.
Yes.
As with anything.
And this just a reminder, if you're out with kids, please be sure they have on life vests that are appropriate for children.
Yeah, Mike was telling us a really sad story. And so, anyway, this is a gorgeous park and small, but we have really enjoyed our time here. And, like I said, one other thing, let me say this. For this area, there is a vault toilet right here in dumpster.
Yes. As
you start around the curve, at the corner there are the flush toilets with showers, etc. Yes. And so, there are no trails. There's no attendant. But it is beautiful, and it is getting pretty well booked for this weekend. And so, if you're looking to come up to Lake Texoma, this is one of the parks that you have to choose from. Hope you've enjoyed our look at Preston Bend Corps of Engineer Park on Lake Texoma. Thanks for watching Two Tired Teachers.